Let's take a quick knee here, moment of silence, because the devs, they screwed this one up big time. This isn't right. They what? How do you call this a patch? How do you just call this a patch? Please explain to me. Okay, quick question for you guys. Are you guys sick of getting like tired of all these glitches that are happening in the game? Like, if you look right now, I'm actually fighting these bosses, and there's an invisible boss. Like, how does this even happen? Like, I don't know if you see that blue spiral right there, those numbers just coming up out of the midair. You'll see it a little bit clearer in a second. He's right there, literally shooting at me. I just targeted him. But yet, he's not on my screen. Like, this doesn't make any sense. Like, this game isn't broken at all. It, I just don't understand this. Whew. This is I guess that's a skill I haven't seen a boss use yet. The invisibility cloak. You'd be talking to Harry Potter or something. I don't know, but yeah, this is ridiculous. Also, you sick and tired of seeing this screen? Because so am I. All right, before I get this rant started, I just want to let you guys know I really do enjoy this game. I liked everything about it. I do still like everything about it. Well, most things about it, except for what they're screwing up. It could be a really awesome game, but at the same time, it is just being poorly managed at the moment. And with that being said, like, that's where all this rant video is coming from. Like, this is an awesome game, but it's getting a lot of bad things, like bad feedback. A lot of my friends have quit the game, asked for refunds from it. Like, a game shouldn't be getting that. Like, a game should be completely like released 100% ready to go, like full action, not like, oh, I'm going to do a month long demo, and then after this month long demo still not be ready for the game and say, oh, we didn't know the amount of people that were going to be playing it. How do you not know the amount of people that are going to be playing your game when you see the amount of pre-orders that happen? And let me tell you, there was quite a bit of pre-orders. And once you sell those pre-orders, why would you not go over to PV or designated servers? You guys stuck with P2P, and your guys' P2P is trash, straight booty hole, like terrible. Like, how for the first month of us playing, like up until this recent patch, you still, like, you couldn't play with other people online. You get inventory wipes. Like, I had two characters taken away from me because of that stupid inventory wipe and what's going on. I'm not expecting to see those characters again. The company's like, oh yeah, we're trying to see what they can do for us, blah blah blah. They're never gonna get back your inventory. So whoever's still hoping on that, I'm sorry to get your hopes down, but that's just not going to happen. They can't go, they can't figure out when you lost your inventory, what was in your inventory, and things like that. They're just blowing smoke out their butt. Just like how they always said, oh yeah, we're fixing the servers, we're fixing the servers. There's no servers to fix. All those poor connection and like having trouble with the host, that's the person who's, the host of the game that just has a bad internet connection, or you have a bad connection to them or something like that, and guess what, the whole game goes awry because of it. And that's all just because they decided not to do designated servers, which was not a smart idea. They really should have done that. And I feel like they could have just done more with the game in general. There's a lot that could be done, make the player base a lot more happy. We've been saying things that we want, and it doesn't really seem like the devs are listening or like really care what we have to say. Like, when we said like, hey, yeah, the game's like not working, we're not able to log into like other, like with other people and play like online with other people. They're over here saying, no, the game is working perfectly as intended, exactly as designed. Like, what do you mean? When I can't log into one of my friends' accounts, or not into his account, but like log in and play with one of my friends, like, the game is not working as intended. Or if I've got like a 3 second delay on all my shots because I'm playing with somebody else that's like overseas or something like that, the game is not working as intended unless you meant to put out like a half made game. That doesn't make sense to me. this game just it could be so much better, but they just made some really poor decisions along the way, and it really is affecting the community. Like I over the last month when the game was actually released, I mean, Twitch streamers were like up, like it had like 50, 60,000 like people like streaming it or viewing it or whatever. And now you look at it, like there's barely anybody like watching it or playing it, like just because they broke the game. Like, why are players gonna play a broken game, especially like if nothing is gonna get fixed or they're not gonna make anything better, like they're not gonna go designated servers. So what's even the point of even going up like that? So they could just do so much better with everything that's going on, and I personally think that it could be one hell of a game. It can be, honestly, I think personally better than like Destiny. I mean, right now I'm comparing it to Anthem. I'm thinking it's a blowout. Like, how do you release one patch and after one patch, like pretty much all of your player base is gone? You have everybody asking for refunds. Like, you ruin the game after one patch. Like, you guys are literally acting as if you are Anthem 2.0, which is just sad. Like, this game could have been so much better, but there's no really like endgame content. Like, I heard rumors about a 6-man raid, but how in the world do you expect a 6-man raid to happen on your BS P2P setup? Like, there's no way. You expect 6 people to be able to run off of one person's PlayStation or Xbox. That's just a joke. Like, come on, bruh. Like, just think about that. That's just not right. So I just don't think that they're making really smart like judgment calls on their end. And like, yeah, they have worked on a couple of games. Like, I know People Can Fly were like a part of like Gears of War and things like that. But like, dude, like you guys are definitely not getting a good name on yourself with this game. Or like, yes, you might get like a good name, but like it's just a half-ass game. It's putting out a game that like it's not even ready. Like, why would you even put out something like this that like you know there's so many glitches in the game and this and that. Like, why would you push it just for numbers when you can easily, push it off just a little bit longer instead of being another Anthem, instead of being a Cyberpunk where everybody just wants their money back just because you're releasing out some BS to the community. Like, that just doesn't make sense to me. And also the fact that they're just like not even listening to the community that much. Like, we're talking about all this. They're asking us, like, their devs aren't even doing like the research, like playing the game themselves to figure out what's wrong and this and that. Like, they're straight up doing surveys on their subreddit just for like, hey, help us out with the game. Like, what do you think we need? This and that. Like we're already putting that stuff out. Like, why are you now like just asking surveys? Like, we've been talking about this stuff for the last month when the game has been out, and the game has been out for the last month, and there was a month-long demo, and even after the month-long demo and the game being out for a month and all these bugs are still going on, it just doesn't make sense to me, man. Like, it really doesn't. So like, though I love the game, I'm still gonna keep on playing it. I still like love it and will continue it, but at the same time, like, they really need to figure their stuff out if they really want the player base to keep on going, because this is just getting a tad bit ridiculous. I just don't understand it. I really hope that, I don't know, maybe somehow this reaches them. They listen to like maybe a couple of things from this, but like, come on, guys, work on your product, make a good product that could, make the people happy, maybe do like a proper P2P and like get a server, like rent out a couple of servers and actually get it so that way like not all of the load is going off of just the PlayStation. It's a little bit easier. But right now, like, the road that this is going, it doesn't look like it's going very good. One of my friends said the game will be completely dead by October, and like the other day I said it's going to be sooner than that if they continue this. So I mean, yeah, it's fun and I do like the game, but figure your stuff out, please. That's all I ask.